is written of him. But woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. I want to speak this morning on what I titled, it is part of the script. It's part of the script. Hallelujah. Amen. It's part of the script. I don't know whom God sent me to speak to today. I don't know what you are passing through. I don't know the challenges that have come your way. I don't know what the enemy has said concerning you. But I want to say to somebody that if you are a child of destiny, if you are a man of destiny, you are bound to go through stuffs. Hallelujah. Amen. You are bound to go through stuffs. And it is the stuff that you go through that will prepare you. Every man of destiny has something that is written concerning him. It is like a movie. When the movie producers want to act a movie, they will first of all write a script of that movie. And when the actors return, they will tell them, they will go through the script, and they will study the script, and they will begin to act according to the script. And it will come to a point that the people watching will be saying, why should you do this? It's supposed not to do that. I mean, let's say an actor is coming and going this way, and there is a roadblock, and he's still going there. Somebody watching might begin to say, why couldn't he follow here? He will not follow there because he's acting according to the script. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Now let me tell somebody, there are so many things you see in your life that they are not palatable, and you have tried everything possible to avoid them. It could not be avoided because it is part of the script of your life. I don't know if I'm communicating.
I hear you, sir.
There are some things written concerning you, and that is what you must go through to get to where you're going. And there's nothing you do to avoid it. You must pass through them. I don't know if you're following me.
I hear you, sir.
You must pass through them because it is part of the script of your life. Every one of us has a script written concerning us, and which we must pass through to get to where God is taking us to. And every time you try to avoid it, then you commit blunder. Hallelujah. Anytime you try to avoid that, you commit blunder that will paralyze your entire destiny and life. Hallelujah. Amen. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. That is Jesus Christ. When you see the life of Jesus, somebody could begin to wonder, why didn't he avoid those things? When they came to arrest him, why didn't he command fire to consume them? When they came to arrest him and they nailed him, why didn't he come down from the cross? He wouldn't come down from the cross. He wouldn't command thunder to consume or to destroy or fire to consume the people that come to arrest him. Why? Because it is part of the script. Amen. Amen. And if he avoided any of them, he wouldn't be what he is today, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace. The Bible says, and God has highly exalted him and has given him a name above every other name, that at the mention of the name of Jesus, every knee bow and every tongue confess of this in heaven, this on earth, this on earth, and they all say that Jesus is Lord to the glory of God the Father. Hallelujah. Yeah. Now, everything he went through was part of the script. And that's why in the book of Jeremiah, chapter number 1, verse 5, from verse 1, it says, and the word of the Lord came to me saying, Jeremiah, before I formed thee in thy mother's womb, I knew thee. And before thou camest from the beginning, I sanctified thee and I ordained thee. Now hear this, before I formed thee, which means God has known Jeremiah before he was formed in his mother's womb. And something, the script of his life has been written. Somebody hear me shout, is part of the script. Everything you're passing through today is part of the script. It is the thing that will make you to be matured, to have some stories to tell in life. Because some people, anybody that hits success by accident, the success go by accident. Hallelujah. And hear me now, there is nothing like an accident in this life. Everything that you want to be must be carefully created. And if you hit it by accident, you lose it by accident. Hallelujah. And that's why you see small boys that makes money unexpectedly, it enters their head and they begin to misbehave. Hallelujah. And such money doesn't last because they did not pass through what is written concerning them. Amen. Amen. I said amen. Now, a man called Joseph, that should be our perfect example, had a dream of how great it was going to be, how powerful it was going to be. And it was his brothers that showed him. And somebody might begin to wonder, why should his brothers show him? Now, a script has been written. I don't know how to get you to understand what I'm talking about. A script has written about Joseph that he was going to go to a strange land. And as a small boy he was, now there's no way he could imagine it by himself to travel on the land by himself. And even if he imagined it and tell his father wouldn't allow him to travel at that age. Amen. Amen. At that age, his father, having loved him so much, wouldn't allow him to travel at that age. And because the script must manifest, God passed through his brothers. They got envious of him. And they arrested him. They sold him. After dumping him in the pit, and they said, if we dump him here and he die, it wouldn't make meaning, it wouldn't make sense. Let us sell him. And they sold him to Ishmael's merchandise. And the Ishmael merchandise took him down to Egypt on the free visa, on the free passport, on the free ticket. Because at that age, he cannot afford all of those things. And when they brought him to Egypt, where his destiny was fulfilled, they sold him to Potiphar, and he was in the house of Potiphar. And the Bible says, and God made everything in the house of Potiphar to prosper because of Joseph. And that because the house of Potiphar was not where the original destiny would manifest. Is somebody hearing me? According to the script written by God for Joseph, the house of Potiphar was just a transit point. And in the process of time, something happened that the wife of Potiphar began to challenge Joseph, asking Joseph for friendship. And Joseph said, no, I cannot do that. It should be wickedness and sin against God. And the woman blackmailed Joseph, and Potiphar came back, and the wife said, this Hebrew boy, slave that he brought, came in unto me to mock me. And Potiphar didn't care to make inquiry. He just bundled Joseph and dumped him in the prison. Because it is part of the script. Hallelujah. Amen. Let me just want to say the road to palace. The road to palace is the prison. Does anybody want to go to prison? Hallelujah. Now hear this. If Joseph should be allowed to choose, there will be no way he will choose prison. Anybody hearing me? But because it was part of the script, whether he likes it or not, he must pass through the prison. Am I talking to somebody? So no, whether you like trouble or not, if trouble is part of the script of your life that will make you to be what God wants you to be, you must go through that trouble. That's what the Bible said in the book of Isaiah 43 verse 2. It said, when you pass through the fire. It didn't say if. It said, when you pass through the fire. Which means passing through the fire as a child of destiny is inevitable. Passing through the fire is unavoidable. Passing through the fire is something that is a must. If you're a child of destiny that is aiming for something higher, someone said here. Yeah. And Potiphar bundled Joseph and dumped Joseph in the prison. Malagusaka. I hear you, sir. Hallelujah. Someone say, I'm a child of destiny. And it's a certain script. Send me a certain script must be written concerning me. Amen. Amen. When Joseph was in prison, he wasn't enjoying it. Even though we can read about Joseph today and we'll be rejoicing. I will be making reference to Joseph. But while he was in prison, he was negotiating for release before the time. Joseph was negotiating for his release. The same way when you have problem, you will be negotiating for the expiration of that problem. Hello? Anybody that's in trouble, you cannot tell me that you have too much faith that you fold your hands and you must be negotiating for the release from that problem. I don't know if I'm communicating. Yes, sir. It doesn't matter. Even if God is telling you, don't worry, you will still be negotiating. Amen. But your negotiation cannot amount to anything until the time comes. It's like this message is too big for you.
I don't understand.
Hallelujah. Let me put your hands together for Jesus. What you are passing through is part of the script. What you are going through is part of the script. And the Bible said the Son of Man God has said. Now Joseph was in prison and he was negotiating. When he interpreted the dream of the butler and the baker, and it favored the butler and said, when you go, please help me make mention of me before Pharaoh, that I might be released from this place, because I didn't do anything that they done me here. He said, I didn't do anything, I didn't commit no offense, but they done me. Please make mention of me to Pharaoh. Now he was negotiating for a release before the time. Let me say something here. If you got delivered before the time, according to the script written concerning you, you will enter more trouble. I don't know if I'm talking here. Hallelujah. Trouble came to make us strong. Trouble come to prepare us. The trouble come to strengthen us and to launch us into a greater height in life. Hallelujah. Amen. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. I said glory be to God. Hallelujah. Some things will happen and you'll be wondering, why did this thing happen? If I had done it this way, it wouldn't have happened. No. You wouldn't in the first place be able to do that. Even if you do that, that thing that was to happen will still happen. Because it is part of the script. It is part of the script. When you pass through the fire, when you pass through the fire, when, it did not say if, when you pass through the fire will not burn you. The water will not swallow you. Neither shall the flame kindle upon you. Hallelujah. Can you help us go there? Isaiah 43 verse 2. Or let's start from verse 1. Let's start from verse 1. But now, thus said the Lord God, the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. Let's go. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. This is the word of the Lord. As long as this life is concerned, and you want to be great in life, you must pass through the fire. Somebody say here. You must pass through the fire. You must pass through the water. But the assurance is that it will not overflow you. It will not burn you. You go through it and you come out. Because as a gold, you cannot become the gold until you pass through the fire. Gold cannot be gold until it passes through the fire. It is the fire that purifies the gold and made it to be gold that will never lose value. When Joseph passed through all the challenges and experiences, and when the fullness of time came, Joseph was brought out of the prison on a presidential command. And he was not negotiating for it at that time. But according to the scripture, it was time for him to get to the palace, which he has dreamed years ago. Hello. Which he has dreamed years ago. How many of you have ever had a dream? I know you have had a dream. You have had prophecies. And it looks like instead of the manifestation of the prophecy, then trouble. Now, the trouble is preparing you for the manifestation of the prophecy. The trouble is preparing you for the manifestation of the dreams. At the fullness of time, the dream will appear. And those that said they will not bow for you, they will find themselves bowing for you at will. I said, as many as they are that say they will not bow, they will bow without you telling them to bow. That is what I see God do in your life. So when the trouble comes, if the trouble did not come to kill you, the trouble comes to make you strong, the trouble comes to prepare you, the trouble comes to launch you, it comes to purify you, it comes to bring out the best in you, because trouble and fire bring out the least stuff in you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's part of the script. I came to understand that what I'm passing through in Jakarta is part of the script.
Glory.
And when I understand it, I don't worry myself anymore. When I understand that it's part of the script, because God told me in 1999, said, I'm going to lift you like Joseph in the house of Potiphar. And God said to me, friends will envy you even when you don't have money in your pocket. And when I look at the things happening, I found that the prophecy is manifesting. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And very, very soon, those that say over the devil will I rule will come to bow for me. Amen. Joseph was 17 years when he entered prison. And he was released at the age of 30 years, which means he spent 13 years in prison. And in my own calculation, according to this life, which I know very soon, and this is my 13th year in ministry, of full-time ministry, that very, very soon, I will send to my throne. Very, very soon, the president of Indonesia will come and recognize him. Whether anybody likes it or not, I don't even care. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. I'm fulfilling destiny. And in my destiny there is a script. Hallelujah. 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 You know, Joseph said, I did not do anything and they put me here. Now look at my life, I didn't do anything and they are antagonizing me, which means it's part of the script. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. What is happening to you, brother, my sister, is part of the script. That just be strong. Very soon will overcome. Yes, very soon, you come to the end of that scripture, and the glory of God will manifest, and the blessings of God will manifest, and the anointing of God will manifest, and the blessings of God will manifest, and generation will celebrate you, and the nations will recognize you, and friends will know that you've arrived. Somebody shout a big hallelujah. It's part of the script. It's part of the script. Hallelujah. Amen. Joseph overcame. And we are celebrating him today. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. I said glory be to God. Now listen to this. Anytime you refuse to wait for your Isaac, you will produce Ishmael. Anybody hearing me now? Yes, sir. Anytime that you don't want to be patient enough to wait for your Isaac, you end up producing Ishmael. And Ishmael is a thorn in the flesh. You are not hearing me. Ishmael is a thorn in the flesh. Anytime you want to go before God, you will jam rock. Glory. So you must endeavor to wait for your Isaac. Amen. Abraham was 75 years when God told him, I'm going to bless you, I'm going to give you a son. 75 years. And the promise did not manifest until 100 years. And during that process, after 10 years of waiting, which means when he was 85 years, then Sarah made a suggestion. It might not be that it is me that the promise is going to come through. Now let me give you my maid. Go even to her. Probably God will remember us through her. And Abraham bought the idea and dived into that woman, impregnated that woman, and the woman conceived and gave birth to Ishmael. And when you go to chapter number 16 of Genesis, and God said, well, you have given birth to Ishmael, but that's not the promised child. This Ishmael you gave birth shall be a white man. He said, Ishmael shall be a white man. He said, he shall be against everybody, and everybody shall be against him. Are you thinking about something now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's the problem. The problem we have in the world today. Because Abraham refused to wait for Ishmael. And he wanted to go ahead of God. And he produced Ishmael and brought problem in the world. Don't you ever say wait for Isaac? Tell him when you maneuver the spirit. Tell him when you maneuver the spirit, you will produce Ishmael. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Am I speaking to somebody here? Whatever thing you are going through, you will come out in a flying color. I say you come out in a flying color. It doesn't come to kill you, it comes to make you strong. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And the angel of God appeared to Isaac, to Abraham, and said, where is Sarah thy wife? And then according to Genesis 19, where is Sarah thy wife? He said, it's in the house. He said, by this time next year, according to the time of life, Sarah shall bear a wife. And Sarah had it in the inner tent and laughed and said, when I have gone hit double menopause, he has reached menopause 2 times, and you're telling me that I'm going to have a child. And she laughed. And Abraham was 99 years. Someone say, my time is coming.
My time is coming.
Now, hear this. When your time comes, according to the script, it doesn't matter where you are, you will be discovered. It doesn't matter where you are, the grace of God will locate you. The hand of God will search you and will bring you out and bless you.
Let us, sir.
And Abraham said, well, and then the Lord said, why are you laughing? And she said, he didn't laugh. He said, what do you laugh? He said, he didn't laugh. He said, well, whether you laugh or not, by this time, next year, you shall have a son. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Amen. I said hallelujah. Amen. I said hallelujah. Amen. Now, at the age of 100 years, at the age of 90 years, Abraham and Sarah conceived. Now, Abraham has ceased to have pleasure. You know they feel anything again. You know they feel anything again. Even if a young girl passes before him, you see the baby. You know they feel anything again. Sarah, his wife, you know they feel anything again. But the prophet is telling them that they're going to happen. How is it going to happen?
Yes.
I mean, they will let them protect the angel while we believe prophecy, but this one. This one, I don't see the possibility. But when the angel of God left, because they were heading to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, when they were left, and in the night, because at that time there will be a time that husband and wife, they don't sleep in the same room again, because if they sleep, what there's water. Then Sarah went to her own room, and Abraham went to his own room, and in the middle of the night, something began to move in the body of Abraham.
Glory!
And he began to wonder what's wrong with him. And something began to move in him. And he's so ashamed to go to Sarah. What will I tell this woman? She will not understand me. Not knowing that also in the room of Sarah, something was moving in her. Don't you ever say my time is coming. And Abraham woke up in the middle of the night and began to think, how do I go to this woman? And said, okay, let me go and ask her if she off the stove in the kitchen. And the woman was thinking, why do I permit this woman and this man? She might think I'm desperate, but let me go and ask her, did you take your drug last night? And Sarah left her room. Abraham left his room, and they were going to meet each other, and they jammed themselves at the corridor. say prophecy is about to manifest. Say prophecy is about to manifest. Can I prophesy? That prophecy that standing on your head, I release them now. I release manifestation now. I release manifestation now. In the name of Jesus. Somebody shout, my prophecy is about to manifest. Somebody shout them in like thunder. And they judge themselves in the corridor. And Abraham pressed on to them, where are you going? And Sarah asked him, where are you going? He said, I'm coming to ask you if you off the stove. And he said, I'm coming to ask you if you take the drug. But they knew that they were led to do. Something was moving in them. And they couldn't and said, let us not deceive ourselves. I don't know how my body is being. Glory! And Sarah said, I also don't know how my body is being me. I'm coming to meet you to see how to explain to you. And as Abraham said, I'm coming to meet you to explain to you. Probably you will understand. And Abraham said, let us enter. Glory! And they entered. And they had something. They had a chemistry. Someone say chemistry. Hallelujah. They had a chemistry and they entered and something transpired.
Come on.
And somebody carried belly. Someone say it is manifestation of prophecy.
It is manifestation of prophecy.
That was when the original script was in play. And that scenario, that event, at that odd time, because if I mean to say it was around 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And that thing that happened changed everything. Something will change, something will happen that will change everything in your life. I said something will happen that will change everything in your life. Somebody shout, I receive it. Somebody shout, I receive it. And at the age of 90 years, or let's say 88 points, something years, then when he clocked 90, that woman that was 90 years could be strong enough to push out something. The man that was already weak was able to have pleasure again. And it was, they felt it the way they never felt it even when they were young. Hallelujah. Your body is in the hand of God. God has all the parts of your body. He can decide to do anything with any part of your body at any time. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. I said glory be to God. The Lord God Almighty shall arise concerning you. And whatever thing that died in your life will come back to life again. Whatever stolen from your life will be restored back again. Whatever the enemy has buried shall be exhumed back again. Whatever thing that has been confiscated shall be released again. Whatever kind of embargo laid against your life, I command the embargo lifted. No man can say no. I need you to prophesy over your life that within the 2 days remaining in the month of April, every effort you make shall receive yes from God. 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 Somebody shout at me like thunder. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. They tried to stop Joseph. They thought they were trying to stop him, but they never knew it was a script. written by God. Hallelujah. Am I talking to somebody here?
Yes, sir.
They thought they are wicked. How can we allow him? And they say we'll stop him. Yeah, we'll see what will become of his dream. But they did not know that the Bible has said something in the book of Psalm 105. When we begin to read from verse 13, and the Bible said that God sent him ahead. In verse 17, it said, and God sent a man before them, the man Joseph. God sent a man before them. They did not know that it was God that orchestrated the envy, orchestrated the attack, in order for him to send Joseph ahead of them. Hallelujah. Look at what he said. And he sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant. They sold him and they collected 20 pieces of silver, and they went to a bar and they bought Brintan. And as they were drinking, and they said, hey, it is better that we sell him and drink instead of killing him. If we kill him, he will just die like that. But now that we make money and we sell, at least we can drink. And they went and they bought the tank and they drank. After they came, they called for one bottle again. At least they drink 3 bottles. And when they finished the drink and they said, now what is the strategy? What's the next? How do we convince our father? And they said, let us kill a kid and dip his clothes in the blood of a kid and send to their father and tell him, can you recognize this cloth? Because the Bible said the father loved Joseph, that he made him a coat of many colors, and it has triggered the anger. Before Joseph come to be telling them he has a dream, and they said, so you want to reign over us? So we're going to bow for you. And we say it cannot happen. I don't care who say it can't happen. When God said it will happen, no man can stop it from happening. They say it doesn't matter who say it can't happen, but God said it will happen. When God said it will happen, at the fullness of time, it will happen. I said it will happen. It will happen. Shout amen, let me hear you. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. I said glory be to God. Anybody following me tonight? Today. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. I said glory be to God. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. When you are a child of destiny, the script you must be, your life will be a script that will be playing out. That will be playing out. Moses was born a child of destiny. Moses was a great child of destiny. And when he was born, the Bible said in his own time, an order was given that any male child that was born should be killed. But when Moses was born, they looked at him and said, this will be a special. When you're a child of destiny, there's something on your head. There's something on your head that the spiritual and spiritual one will see. And when Moses was born, they saw that this is a special child. And they said, we cannot give him to be killed. Let us just do something. And they packed Moses and put him in the bush and put him in the river. Unusual. Someone say unusual. Unusual. Can I talk to somebody? Yes. When you're a child of destiny, unusual things will be happening in your life. Yes. Both good and bad, unusual things will be happening. Right. So it was an unusual scenario. And they packaged this boy and put him in the river. And the mother and the sister went afar to watch to see what would become of Moses. And at which time the daughter of Pharaoh was coming to bath herself in that same river. And she saw that basket and sent her maid to fetch it, and they fetch and open it, and the baby cried. And she said, this must be one of the children of the Hebrews. And said, we cannot kill him. I'll take him home and nurse him. And as they were discussing, Miriam, the sister, rushed them and said, should I go and call a nurse for you? Of the daughters of the Hebrews. Now, having made this suggestion, somebody is supposed to be suspicious that they knew something about that boy being there. But no suspicion. He said, go and call a nurse. And Miriam went and called the mother of Moses. Now, hear this. At the age of 3 months, Moses already secured a job for her mother. At the age of 3 months, Moses already secured a job for the mother. And you are 40 years and nobody has said thank you to you.
Wasted years.
And you are 50 years and you cannot pay your house rent. 55 years, you are still talking story. But a boy of 3 months has already started making money. Hallelujah. And the first one said, now take him home. Nothing for me. I will pay your full wages. Oh my God. The mother of the child was taking care of the child and receiving pay for that. This must be a child of destiny. Somebody said must be a child of destiny. Glory be to God. I don't know if I'm communicating here. And they took Moses to Pharaoh's house, palace. And Moses grew up in a palace because he has been destined to be a deliverer. A deliverer. A deliverer. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And God, here now, let me preach to somebody here. And God knew that if he continued to remain in the palace until the appointed time, that he would get no experience. And God made something to happen, that he ran away from the palace and went to the bush, because he has been destined to lead the people, to lead the flock of God. And God made him to first of all lead the original flock, to first of all lead the original sheep. You know, we call them my sheep. My sheep. Why do you take my sheep? You take my sheep. Why did you take my sheep? So because he was going to lead the sheep, and God made him to go to the wilderness and lead the original sheep. And he learned some wisdom by leading the sheep in the wilderness. And after 40 years, it was now full time, according to the script of God, for him to go back to the same place he abandoned, he ran away from, to take out the people of God from the land of bondage. Hallelujah. 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 They were there for 430 years. And when I make study, and they said the first 30 years, nobody persecuted them. But when Joseph died, and the Pharaoh that did not know Joseph arose and saw the people of God progressing, and they said, we cannot allow them to keep progressing. Now let us begin to deal with them. Let us be wise and deal with them, because if we allow this war and war arose, they will join force with our enemies and kill us. So let us be wise now and destroy them. Now they suffered for 400 years. They were in bondage. And when Moses returned, and nobody knew him at that time, all the people that wanted him there, they all died, and he went back to the new Pharaoh and said, Pharaoh, thus said the Lord, let my people go. And Pharaoh laughed and said, I don't know the Lord, and I cannot let the people go. And with his strong hands, power, he was able to deliver them. Hallelujah. Can I let me pray for somebody? Lift up your hand and let me pray for you. Every satanic aggression challenging your miracle, I command that satanic aggression to expire. To expire. To expire. In the name of Jesus Christ. Now, sit down. Everything that Moses tried, they were having. It was not just Pharaoh, but it was satanic aggression that kept the Israelites in bondage. The power that became people in bondage is satanic aggression. But today, that satanic aggression shall expire. Amen. I say it shall expire. Amen. It shall expire. Amen. In the name of Jesus Christ. As God bless Moses, bless Joseph, bless Abraham, bless all the men of destiny. You are another man of destiny, another woman of destiny. I release your own blessing today. I release your own blessing today. Because God has decided to lift you. God has decided to bless you. And when God has decided to bless you, nothing any man can do. So everything you passed through in the past, everything you've been passing through, let me announce to you that it is part of the script. And at the fullness of time, the script will all be played, and it will be time for you to go to your palace, and there will be a command from the Pharaoh and from the palace that so and so person is needed with as a matter of urgency, with a matter of urgency in the palace, and no power can stop you at that time, and you go to the palace and occupy your throne. It is your portion, somebody. I say it is your portion. 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 In the name of Jesus Christ. Now hear this very well. A man of destiny fears God. A man of destiny fears God. Joseph had the opportunity to be enjoying Pharaoh's wife. And Pharaoh, not Pharaoh. Potiphar's wife. Joseph had the opportunity to be enjoying Potiphar's wife, and they be enjoying him, and Pharaoh, Potiphar and his wife will be on the table eating, and Joseph will be on the side, and they will be giving eye to themselves, and say, "Stupid man, do and go. You can go. Let us continue our business." But Joseph said, "How can I do this wickedness and sin against God?" He said, "I can't do it. I can't do it." That's why his destiny was secured. Hallelujah. A man of destiny is a disciplined man. Are you hearing me? A man of destiny is a disciplined man. If you're a man of destiny and you're not disciplined, it will be difficult for you to fulfill your destiny. Number 3. A man of destiny lives holy. Number 4. A man of destiny prays. A man of destiny prays. Your prayer is the oil that fuels your manifestation. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Your prayer is the oil that fuels your manifestation. When you cannot pray, it will be difficult, because any little attack will just bring you down. Rise up on your feet.